Hello Pisces, how's it going? It is time for your reading. My name is Kelly. I'll be doing the read here, and let's get right into it. Hope you're enjoying your day. I'm just sitting here next to the heater. Yep, that's right. It's cold. It doesn't get hot here in the summer. What's going on with Pisces? Hagalaz. So Hagalaz is some sort of some sort of chaotic event or something that is shocking, something disruptive or something. Or this could also be that something, that's totally out of your control has cleared something for you. Yeah, that's kind of like what I'm feeling there. So you can look, this is like the Tower card, but, sometimes, things need to come down for new things to grow. So, yeah, this very well could be for many of us, something that's totally out of your control has cleared some sort of, field for you. And the advice of Hagalaz is always that you cannot control what other people do, but you can always control what you do. Yeah. So what else? Tiwaz. Okay, well now Tiwaz always, and it doesn't matter what placement it is or anywhere in, anywhere in the, the lineup, it always means slow down, okay? There's something here you don't want to push. Yeah. You don't need to fight some battle, there's something old that's giving way, all right? And you need to just let that old go away. Yeah, you don't want to drain your future by trying to push something, force something, or try to fight some sort of battle. It just ain't no sense. What else? Thoracicis. So Thoracicis is a rune of protection, okay? And it's not in the advice. So to me, it's telling you, to set very, sharp boundaries. This could be like some sort of a sharp boundary. That's a thorn, and it's sharp. Yeah. It could also be like a warning to watch out for hidden dangers, being on guard, Yeah. You could be like on guard about something, watching out for hidden things or something. But, with it like this, I mean, you're perfectly capable of defending, your boundaries. That's for sure. You're definitely capable of protecting your boundaries. That's what it's saying, because, there could be somebody out there that may be trying to, push your boundaries or something, and that wouldn't be very good for them, because that's very sharp. Just keep your eye out. Just use your intuition, Pisces. We have really good intuition. Isa. So this is really kind of good news. You know, Isa represents ice, okay? And it's right here in the advice column, okay? So the advice is to, you know, to stay still. Ice is like a, you know, it preserves things, right? You put something on ice, it preserves things. This is self-preservation. This is, you know, telling you to definitely don't force any decision over here yet. With Tiwaz in reverse, yeah, don't force any decision right now or anything. And don't try to fix any disruption right away either. Just let things settle after this disruption. Yeah, the Isa is going to save us here, whatever the situation is, because it's us, you know, stopping and self-preservation. This is, you know, we're trying to be, you know, protect ourselves, self-preservation. Barkana. So Barkana is a family rune. It could imply that this could have to do with somebody in your family. It most certainly does not have to be, though. But whatever this is talking about something that is stagnant and just, you know, something that has been stagnant. Barkana is usually always very temporary. So, yeah, just stay frozen here for a while, Pisces, and let things settle. And make sure that you're looking both ways before you move on. Make sure you're looking both ways. Yeah, this disruption could be very well caused by some sort of stagnant energy over here. Wang Yu in reverse. Wow, Wang Yu in reverse is somebody that is not happy. Yeah. This person, you know, whoever it is you're dealing with may not be happy. They may be feeling alienated or something. Yeah, things aren't flowing in their life as well as they would like, whoever that is. Jera, And so this is, you know, talking about cycles. You know, Jera is a rune of cycles. And this person is kind of like reaping what they've sown. They're unhappy because they did something. And they're basically, you know, they're reaping what they've sown pretty much right here from what I can see. Let me see here. Let's get some more on this. This is some sort of result of something they did in the past that they're really facing right now. some sort of a cycle that can't be broke. They're going kind of like around and around in a cycle, continuous cycle. And with Hagalaz here in reverse, this, you know, this is kind of like they feel defenseless. Yeah, they're very vulnerable, whoever this person is. And they could be like, you know, hang out with, you know, scandalous type of people. You know what I mean? They might hang out with the wrong crowd. This person here doesn't have any spiritual or emotional boundaries up whatsoever. And they're pretty much drained by their environment and the people that are around them. And, you know, a lot of the people that are around them are not really good people. Blank rune. This is something that is fated, Pisces, and it's also something to do with something that you don't know. The blank rune talks about something here that you don't know. And it's some sort of fate. It's going to kind of be a disruption here. But I don't really, you know, I feel we're protected here, but the runes are just basically the raw energy. I'm going to pull cards on this. Yeah, let's pull some cards on this. I don't really feel anything really, you know, bad. Really, I don't. I feel, I don't know how I feel, but it's not really that bad. This is usually always very temporary. It has something to do with your fate and this shakeup. Something unknown. What's going on with Pisces? The world. The world. Okay, now I see this. Okay, so the world here is that we've come through. We are totally. See, look at Hagalaz on here. See Hagalaz on there. Hagalaz is right here. This is talking about a cycle that we are leaving. We're leaving a current cycle, a total cycle that we have been going through is about ready. We're going. Gosh, how do I explain that? This is talking about a cycle. Okay, it's talking about. It's coming to an end. A bad cycle is coming to an end. I think a good cycle is coming in. See, this is talking about a cycle. I guess that's the best way I can talk about it. It's kind of hard for me to put these things together, but yeah. Okay, and so the Ace of Wands. Okay, so the Ace of Wands is kind of like, I feel how you feel. You know what I mean? I feel that you feel like you want to just go for it. For something, you know. You want to get things moving. But see, and that's why this is in reverse. This is what is bugging you here. This is because you want to get something moving, but right now you're kind of like, you know, stuck in self-preservation mode. Yeah. The advice is to stay, is stillness and not push nothing, okay? I know you feel like you want to. You want to push this thing and get it done and over with or whatever it is. But, the King of Cups. Okay, yeah. See, and this is kind of like basically saying the same thing what I just said, you know. It's talking about, you know, your subconscious, you know. You need to stay calm. You need to stay calm. You know, look at the King of Cups. He's all really chill, right? He's sitting up here. You got fish, you got I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's dolphins that are going up over his head. He's got Wangyu. This is what we want. We want our happiness, and you know, we want our equal give and take. We want that, but we need to stay calm. And see how calm he is? This is controlling controlling ourselves and staying calm. Even though we really want to move forward, we're kind of like biting our tongue and staying calm through this disruption here with Hagalaz. And like I said, this has to do with the cycle that is ending and a new cycle is beginning. You got the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. So this is slow moving energy. And again, it's, you know, this is whatever it is. This is, this is the master of the material realm. You know, they're very slow. But this could be talking about some sort of financial security or some sort of housing stability or some sort of long-term abundance. I feel that is what the goal here is. Bottom of the deck has got the Knight of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Yeah. And so yeah, like I said, you know, the Knight of Swords is kind of fast moving energy, and you know, you want to move fast, but this is our goal. The King of Pentacles, this is security, financial security, or some sort of you know, something that you're building. You know what I mean? Yeah. So although you want to move forward really fast, is, you know, the advice is to move slow and look both ways before you move. You know, yeah. Use your intuition. I feel that this is going to probably work out better than you think, whatever this is. Let me grab some of these cards here too. I'm kind of curious. What else with Pisces? You got the book. Wow. The book. You know, Pisces, the book is talking about a secret. Yeah. So some sort of secret. Some sort of secret going to be exposed. You're going to find out some sort of secret here. Look at the blank rune. Something you don't know. Wow. The stork. Yeah. Definitely some sort of secret is definitely coming to you. You know, with the stork. Yeah. This could be some sort of hidden information here, you know, that you don't know. And whatever it is, I don't feel that it's been completely revealed to you, you know. I think things are moving on behind the scenes right now, but you don't really see a lot of it. But this stork talks about some sort of delivery of a message or some possible relocation. Yeah, but it's definitely a significant life change. And it usually always signals something, you know, physical, like a literal upgrade or a move to a new environment. Moving. Could be moving. Boy, I claim this reading. What else? You got the moon. The moon. Okay, so the moon is talking about your intuition. So this is kind of like shining on your true path for some sort of emotional fulfillment. I really like this. What else? And you got the anchor. The anchor. Wow. Well, I like the anchor because the anchor represents long-term stability and security. See? Yeah. So I really like that. This is some sort of permanent home base or something, or settling down or something like that. Like I said, some of you could be moving into a nicer home. Yeah, it looks really good. There could be some sort of hidden information about it that you don't know yet, but things are cooking behind the scenes. And maybe that's why you're feeling a little bit on the defensive side, feeling like you need to protect yourself. But the advice here is to say to, you know, stay put and let things unfold naturally. Don't push nothing. All right, you guys. Here, let's pull a couple of these other cards out here too. Whoops, dang, I'm just dropping all kinds of goodies. All right, so what's going on with Pisces? It's time to release negativity. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio, Pisces. Yeah, this cycle, this rough cycle that we've been going through is about ready to end. Get the world there. What else? It's one more. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. Bottom of the deck. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. All right, Pisces. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. If you haven't, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. All right, Pisces. See you again tomorrow. Bye for now.